Hi, beautiful. Cecily here of Operation Vibrated Freedom and Womb Hang Clan, Goddess Mastermind. And it is really late or early, depending on your perception. Okay, it's moderately late. It's not that late. It's 1:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just happened to get up and I felt the need to start cleaning, straightening things up, working on little chores that have been on my list that I just hadn't gotten around to. And I've been doing that maybe for a good hour. And following my piece, I wanted to say gut, but, I'm trying to really illustrate the nuance and like how it wasn't really a pre-planned set of action steps. But I definitely got up and it was definitely time to where I would usually just turn over, get me some water is what I probably was getting up to do. And, take a few sips of water. The lights were off. It was dark. The sun is setting when I woke. Obviously the sun was set and it was nighttime when I woke up and kind of in the middle of the night. And the logical reaction would have been to go back to sleep. But I followed my peace, and in the moment I wanted to do some straightening because I dropped my charger. That's what happened. I dropped the charger, the female part to the charger, the part that fits in the wall. It flew under the bed. So I proceeded to move the bed so that I could go all the way, because it flew far up under the bed. So I had to move the bed completely over, like really far, and then go under the bed to retrieve this charger. So as I'm doing that, I'm like, wow, I really have been looking for these socks that I found under the bed. So I was like, what else is under my bed? So I just start clearing out anything that I see under the bed. I go and get the broom. I've got the duster, all kinds of stuff. And then it just dawned on me, because that was like maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. I've since cleaned all that up. I've loaded some laundry in the washing machine. I'm feeling good too. See, that's the thing about it. It's a very small thing. And usually it would feel really good to be in my bed asleep. But in this moment, I'm feeling really good about following the urge and honoring the guidance of self. Very small, to the very small urge, go ahead and do this cleaning at this odd time, this little task. So I did that. And the whole reason that I'm even doing this video, but it's cool because it goes right in line with the theme for the month of June for Womb Hang Clan. So I will be putting this inside of my app and inside of the mastermind, because we're building on this topic all month long. But I got some very clear, intuitive messages after I had, gotten into the whole groove of the act of this process that I was doing. I started to get some downloads. And it dawned on me that a lot of my downloads come when I'm in action, when I am in the act of doing things, and that's a big thing. It's like a big aha moment for me, because I'm not always that intuitively aware of myself and what I'm doing. But I've been learning and training myself to be softer and notice the more subtle messages and communication, from the Most High, from my higher self, from the smaller, quieter voice that is me, you know, to the outer voice that you see and hear all the time. So that was pretty interesting. I had a quick little moment of self-awareness, and I'm highlighting it because in that stillness of me doing this act, the quiet, peaceful answering of that call and meeting that urge to do this cleaning, it was almost like meditation, you know. So that's kind of what, it's not always this big grand process. But if you relax and honor those urges, honor the leaning of your more subtle parts of yourself, the more subtle, even mundane tasks, things that seem like they are not anything worth mentioning. Whatever they are, if you're honoring that from the inner call, the inner part of you, the part of you that's feeling oriented as opposed to logic oriented, you're always going to be in alignment. So that's kind of what I wanted to say, because I got some major downloads, some major gems that I noticed coming up from the inside, from my inner space as I was doing this. This subtle, mundane task, and it made me realize again something that I've known about myself for so long. I would go through life thinking, I'm not intuitive, I'm not this, I'm not usually, I never consider myself the most intuitive person. So many people have heard me say that, but as a woman, as a carrier of the sacred womb, you are intuition. It just may not look like the textbook or the Hogwarts version of intuition. You know, it may not look like the glamorized bruja witch type of thing, because it's like that. Those are labels. You know, those are categorizations of this whole topic of the connection to the magic of who we are, and our connection to the cosmic connection, you know, a connection to the Most High, the Creator, you know, God inside of us, to the big overall God, right? Source. It can't be categorized with one little fancy, cute, trendy label and all that type of stuff. And that's no disrespect to anybody that identifies as that. I'm just saying it's bigger than that, and it looks a lot different for a lot of different women, me being one of them. And my process is not like I'm sure somebody else's, you know. It's not always glamorized and like, oh my God, I had the crystals and I had the sage and, you know, the stuff that you're going to hear about all the time. It's like, I does this, okay? And it's like it took this moment of me to realize you're always that. You are always moving in the direction of womb balance, womb empowerment, and that womb wisdom, the magic and magnificence of what is that womb power, that womb manifestation energy, that womb portal property, the properties of the womb as a portal, as a divine seat of creation, manifesting, transformative energy, life-giving energy. We're always that, as long as we trust and follow the true north that can only be identified by the compass that lies within you and within me, right? Within self. So it doesn't matter what it looks like for you, as long as I'm doing what is in alignment for me honoring my own true north. And that is only going to happen if I am aware of and actively following my intuition. So, and another thing I'm going to be talking about in the masterclass, and how it related to me shrinking fibroids naturally, is that when you do that, everything falls into alignment, because you are avoiding any anxiety and any confusion that could potentially, and usually would for women that are not experienced with getting out of their comfort zone and honoring, following, walking that path that sometimes, most of the time, you will find, it's a lone journey. And you can come off of the path and still meet and connect and have love relationships and beautiful friendships and sisterhoods and whatever, be a mother and be an auntie, whatever. But at the same time, you still have to be a willing participant in your lone, distinct journey into self. And that is where we start talking about dropping and releasing baggage, dropping and releasing any wrinkles or kinks in your timeline along your journey while you're here in this realm. All those things get shaken out and everything becomes clear and nice, straight, and uniform. And even, when we talk about adding courage into the subject of moving in alignment with one's own intuition, that's when we're talking about taking a step forward where it looks like there's no ground. It looks like if you take a step forward, you're going to step off into this big, deep, vast nothingness and be barreling and falling and that type of thing. But you know that you can take the step because you have done the work to connect you and feel the support intuitively at all times, and know that when you're moving intuitively, it is kind of late. You don't always have to have the full map, because the map is not something for everyone, so it's not printed. You are charting, moving through uncharted territory. You're the map maker, and also the map you're making has tributaries is the first word that came to mind. Roads that split off that others will never see. Secret routes, fast tracks to get you across what usually would take you thousands of miles journey. You can quantumly get there like that because you're following your intuition. Now, that was the last point I wanted to make about my downloads this morning. And that was when I finally became more still in my cleaning process and started to, because this is the time where I'm going to stop talking and you can hear the silence. See? It's really quiet. It's a beautiful, comforting silence. It's like a hug for my ears. But anyway, I started to hear intuitively to the point where sometimes I will have to listen as things are coming out that I need to speak, and I will get messages that way. I'll get messages on things that I am to share with my audience, or blends of herbs and tea that I'm supposed to make, or things to share with family members, loved ones, and friends about what they should do and can do to better their health situations, or my own. Reinforcement comes, motivation comes. So I just wanted to put that out there, that, you know, this month the theme is intuition, your womb healing magic wand. We're going into part 1 of a series of master classes inside of my private Goddess Mastermind Womb Hang Clan. You are invited to join us. If you would like to join, you must be a member of my private membership. It's only $33 per month, and that includes 1 master class per month. Of course, if it's a multi part experience like this month, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 installments of a study, meditation, an exploration of the topic of intuition for healing your womb, shrinking fibroids, and a whole host of other things, manifesting. But if you're interested, you can sign up for my monthly. If you would like to just attend and get the master class, you can do that as well. The drop-in rate right now for 1 class, not being a member, is, I think it's $59. I have to go back and check on what I put on my TikTok, but I will be honoring that. But you want to get in before it's done. Now, I will have the master classes as the year progresses available for rental on the website, but it's easier and more cost-effective to come in person for the one-time drop-in of $59 or become a monthly member. Some other benefits of being a active month-to-month member of Womb Hang Clan is that you get recipes as I am editing them, and I have a whole bunch to finish editing. All of my recipes that I use to shrink fibroids naturally, to keep my hormones balanced, and to maintain being naturally fibroid-free now, as well as staying fertile, all of those wonderful things to fix estrogen dominance are going to be uploaded, are in the process of being edited and uploaded onto the website, so you'll get those. And then when I do any other things like yoga as a bonus, I'm just uploading those to the website. A lot of my yoga is geared toward wellness and has active things to help activate that sacral chakra, as well as other chakras. But so far, this is a very new program, so I don't have a full library of classes. So far we've done womb winding, so there's a replay of that. But when I get ready to do the things live, you know, all that stuff is included. You'll get the Zoom links, and then I'm also uploading my own pre-recorded yoga classes and dance fitness classes to be in the Womb Hang Clan library, and all that's included. Now, so all you have to do is go to the link in my bio, and you can sign up that way. And you'll also have access, once you've been a member for at least 1 month, you get access to all of the master classes that are in the library. The last thing is members who are active for at least 3 months are getting unlocking bigger discounts on my full fibroid freedom courses. So I have a self-study course on herbs and supplements that I use to shrink fibroids naturally. That's called the Fibroid Freedom Toolkit, Herbs and Supplements to Shrink Fibroids Naturally. Goddesses are loving that course because they're getting the full whole meal deal on all the herbs and supplements and how I used them to become naturally fibroid free. Over 2 years it took me. And then, of course, now that I know and what I've learned, if you add in fasting, you can get done a lot faster. And also, if you follow your plant-based diet, eliminate things that you know you don't need to be eating and putting into your body, and then have a great self-care practice set of steps to address stress, anxiety, self-love, and all that, which is what Womb Hand Clan is all about. It's for your self-care and the emotional side of natural fibroid freedom. So between all of those things, you have everything you need, Goddess, to get on a solid plan that has already been laid out by somebody who has succeeded at shrinking fibroids naturally. So what are you waiting for, right? So yeah, after 3 months membership in Womb Hand Clan, you unlock a larger discount on that course, as well as one-on-one 90-day private coaching and or group fibroid coaching, which I'm about to launch that second round of that experience. Is going to be going down, or going up, I should say, in August. So if you're interested in any of that, your best bet is to join Womb Hand Clan and just at least hang out, be there for the uploads of the recipes and the master classes that come each month. Now, if for some reason you join and you can't attend the master class, it will be recorded and just put in a library on the website, and you can just access that at your leisure. But I think that may be it for now. Just wanted to come on and talk to you about my own intuitive moment. And we're always being guided. There's always messages in everything that we do. If we are able to reach clarity in whatever the situation that we are in, or whatever is in front of us, to decipher what the message is. It's once we become too far into the logic of trying to really logically sort it out, that kind of is what hinders us. Sometimes we're overthinking, and we need to be feeling for that feeling of resolve when we come to conclusions and come to messages, our inner guidance. We have to come to that feeling of knowing. And we're going to get to where we feel like we know, and that confirmation is there, that validation, is that the right word? That resonance, there's the word. It'll start to resonate the more we get in touch with, and when I say in touch with, the feel of, and I keep pointing here, that heart chakra energy as it relates to any topic, any messages, any downloads we think we're getting. If we're not clear on what really is being said, if it's indeed a cosmic download or something that we should be taking note of, like, is this really a message? Am I really intuitive? Is this, once we start doing that, it's like relax and stop trying to figure it out here and go here. Do you feel the resolve? Do you feel that feeling of resonance? Is it resonating with you in this area of your body? Whatever thought or plan or decision or conclusion you've drawn from whatever message you're getting? Do you feel that receptive feeling that you get? That feeling of resolve is the best way that I can describe it, but like when you feel like you're getting confirmation in your heart center. That right there is when you start to really be getting really harmonized and calibrated with moving intuitively. And alignment is the word, aligning. I kind of intuitively just spoke about this. And, you know, part of me is like, nobody cares about this. They're going to be like, that is the most boring 20 minutes. Really? 20 minutes for this? But again, I've learned the biggest messages and lessons and successes and wins that I have seen. I trusted and followed and walked the path when I felt like it was stupid, when I felt like people were going to say it was dumb or people were going to not get it. I got the biggest confirmation, biggest results, biggest payouts from honoring my intuition. So I hope this message resonates with you. If it does, actually, let me know. Let me know if you're feeling this, if this is resonating with you in your heart chakra, in your heart center. But I choose to move intuitively, and I trust to move intuitively because I know intuitive movement, when I move with my intuition, it's power. I'm unstoppable, and every step I take, every decision I make and act upon from my intuition first is in alignment. And that's the key. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about how that relates to your health, how that relates to your wins in life, how that relates to your experience while you're here in this realm, and most importantly, how that relates to shrinking fibroids. And it's really exciting. Some of it's very simple, but sometimes it just takes getting in the goddess discussion, in the discussion room with me, with yourself. Womb Hang Clan is a virtual goddess glow up and sister circle that I designed for that process. I was led to do that intuitively. I never would have thought I would have been doing this a while ago, but now here I am. Again, I trust in my intuition because I know I'm trusting the Most High. I'm trusting the Creator. The more I move in that space, you know, and then I also know that I'm not being I'm not following anybody else's plan for me. Nobody else is controlling my actions. You can't help but be in alignment when you start moving like that. So that's what we're going to talk about more in the masterclass. And don't fret if you hear this and you are like, hey, well, it already happened. I can't go. It's going to be recorded. And there's at least two more parts. I'm thinking about actually going into this deeper because you can always go deeper. More than the next two classes that I've mentioned. So these talks will be continuously happening, and I will be sharing them inside the website as well. So just get in whenever you hear this, get in on the action and come join us. My name is Cecily Simmons L, and I'm sending you peace, love, and fibroid release.